Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'll be honest, when I first came across this one, I wasn't convinced, but after digging into hundreds of customer reviews, my opinion started to shift. So today we're getting into all of it, but before we do, there's an exclusive discount link sitting in the description and pinned in the first comment below. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details. So, this monitor arrived in a massive box, and yes, it weighs enough to tell you you're not getting a cheap setup. The thing is basically fully assembled right out of the box, which explains why it's so big. It even comes with a headset holder you mount on the stand, plus a DisplayPort 1.4 cable, an HDMI 2.0 cable, and a USB cable so you can use the monitor's USB ports. I ended up grabbing a longer DP cable for cleaner desk routing, but the box itself is pretty straightforward. The stand is metal and feels solid. Not plasticky at all, and the overall build quality has that premium feel you'd expect from Acer. Powering it up, I started comparing it to my Dell and my old Acer. This monitor uses an AHVA IPS panel, and it shows out of the box it looks pretty balanced, and with a quick tune, bumped the brightness to about 75 and the contrast to around 50, it was ready to go. I ran the ISO test suite just to sanity check things, and honestly, the blacks surprised me for an IPS panel. Not that perfect deep black you'd get from a high-end OLED, but the uniformity and the punchy contrast across the screen were impressive. I didn't see any dead or stuck pixels, and backlight bleed was almost non-existent except for a tiny, almost invisible area in the bottom right, in a totally dark scene. IPS glow is there if the entire screen is black, but it's minimal for productivity. This monitor just makes sense. At 32 inches and 1440p, you get plenty of real estate to juggle Word, Excel, a browser, and a couple of windows side by side without feeling cramped. It's comfortable for long sessions, and the image stays crisp enough that keystrokes and text don't look like a chore to read. It also looks good for watching videos with colors staying lively but not overdone. Gaming on this is where it shines. My rig isn't the newest, but I'm still able to push pretty solid frame rates. The panel is capable of 170 Hz when you're connected with DisplayPort 1.4, and the experience stays smooth with G-Sync depending on the frame rate you're pulling. The overdrive setting labeled normal is the sweet spot. It keeps ghosting at bay without making the image look crunchy. A note worth remembering, do not disable ultra-low latency in the OSD. It's on by default and helps keep input lag low, which matters in fast shooters. HDR here is a bit of a mixed bag early on. Non-HDR brightness tops out around 400 nits, and with HDR on it can reach about 600 nits with some edge dimming to satisfy the HDR 600 rating. It's pretty vibrant for movies and clips, but in a lot of games HDR didn't pop the same way as it did in video content. You do need to enable HDR in Windows first, otherwise you won't see the benefit at all. Bottom line, this monitor is a strong all-arounder. It's premium, it's fast, and it handles both work and play with a level of polish that makes it feel worth the price. The quirks, the slight color tilt toward green on my unit and the backlight bleed in one corner, won't be deal breakers for everyone, but they did color my personal verdict. If you can live with those caveats, this is a fantastic 32-inch 1440p option that equals, and in some ways outshines, the competition for most folks.
Appreciate you watching. If this video helped, like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts below. See you soon.